Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Chase, and this is my review of CODA. Now, this one comes to us from Apple TV Plus, so it is on their streaming site right now. If this review entices you to go see it, and this one is about Ruby, who is a CODA, child of deaf adults, and she is the only hearing person in her deaf family. When the family's fishing business is threatened, Ruby finds herself torn between pursuing her love of music and her fear of abandoning her parents. So that is your plot right there. And going into this, I remember hearing the best type of festival buzz for this particular movie. Everyone loved this thing. And the people that I follow online, they loved it too. So I was like, okay, I'm tired of hearing about it. I just want to see this thing now. It seems like this is just a recipe for a great movie. Like, it just seems like everything's coming together, and this is going to be a critical and audience darling. It is going to be a gem of a film, and I cannot wait to see it. Just from just hearing all this positivity around it. And it also sounded like it was going to be a heavy awards contender. So that's also enticing. So I would at this point, for because I've been hearing about it for like 8 months now. I was like, I just need to see this thing. So of course Apple TV Plus scooped it up, plopped it on there, saw it when it released. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a great movie. I have been emotionally fulfilled and rocked to my core through 3 films so far over the past month. I don't know what's happening, but they just keep coming and they just keep knocking me on my butt. And I'm like, where are these great movies coming from? Because like, it just seems like there was nothing at the beginning of the year, and it's just like, bam, they just all happened at once. Like The Green Knight, 9 Days, and now this one have done that to me. And now I think CODA is my favorite of the year. I thought 9 Days was. It is number 2 now. CODA is my favorite. This movie's incredible, guys. I don't even... Please just stop this right now and just go see it. It's just absolutely wonderful. It just fills you with so much joy, so much optimism, so much just love and just warmth. Like, it's the type of film that when you get done watching it, you put a smile on your face and you're like, how on earth could people hate this movie? I have no clue. All right, so let's break it down. So it is written and directed by, hopefully I'm pronouncing most of these names right. This is the problem with having your name Chase Lee. Pretty easy, and then you just go out into the world and you can't pronounce any other name worth anything. So, I'm going to look like an idiot on camera, but here we go. Cyan Heater. Hopefully that is correct, but I think what she did was really kind of just create the perfect representation of like a family drama, a comedy, and just a nice slice of life. And it is literally perfection. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It is just a masterclass at dealing with so many characters and balancing all these storylines, all this character growth, and taking all these different genres and wrapping it all into this nice little package. And it really is it's beautiful. The whole thing. Like I said, she does balance quite a lot of genres. She bounces from comedy, which is really, really funny, and then the dramatic stuff, which is really heartfelt, and it is a gut punch. And you feel for everyone in this movie. Even some of the side characters that barely have any screen time, just their performances are so in tune with one another, and their chemistry is just off the charts that it feels like you are watching this slice of life in this little town, and everyone around it just giving the film just so much personality and just so much just light. It just everyone is just on point with this. So I really thought she did a great job just kind of balancing everything and really making us care for these people right off the bat. When we see the first scene with the family, you immediately fall in love with them. How is that possible? We had not seen them all in this movie before. And you're like 5 minutes in and automatically you fall in love with them. You're like, I don't even care like if some of them have flaws. I don't even care if some of them are like mean or rude. It's like just their presence and just the way they carry themselves. Like you knew right off the bat you were gonna love them, and you love this family from the moment you see them. But yes, another thing that Cyan did really well is just the script in general, and just really kind of just crafting excellent arcs and excellent scenes for every single one of these characters, and the way Ruby interacts with them, whether it be solo ones with her dad or solo ones with her mom, with the people at her school, with her friend. Just everything about it just seems so natural and authentic. Once again, kind of going back to that slice of life feel, and really just kind of just feel like we're just watching this little family in this small town. And yeah, I thought some of the hard hitting scenes were really well done. Like I kid you not, I hope this is up for a screenplay award in any way, shape, or form. It seems like it's adapted, so maybe go into adapted screenplay for it. I really think it deserves it. And the third thing I would like to say about the director and writer of this film, she really kind of brought something to all of our attentions. And it's that not a lot of people know American Sign Language, ASL. And that's so true. When you're watching this and you see the frustration that this family has with everyone in their community because they just see them as lesser than or freaks, as they are called, or they can't communicate with anyone because no one knows ASL. Like, that's really sad. And I think that's really great to see stuff like this and bring that to our attention, because I was looking up how many people are hard of hearing and deaf in just this country alone. It said something like 10 million people are hard of hearing and about 1 million are permanently deaf. And that's a lot of people. And so you coming across anyone like that in your life, there's a decent chance. And the fact that some of us can't even communicate with them, I hate that. And so as soon as I was done watching this, I was like, I need to learn this just in case something like this ever comes up. Also, my wife said the same thing, and she was like, "We're gonna teach our kids this. Like, it's useful to learn." But that is, I think, the most important thing is just the awareness of how little people know of ASL, and I'm so glad that she kind of brought that to the forefront and show the complications of like how someone that is deaf, or like even a family that's deaf, is in this community where no one else is. And so how do you be a part of that community if they're not willing to like take you in and everything? And that's why Ruby is there to translate and everything. But it's just, yeah, the whole thing is just it makes me like sad and just angry sometimes. But it's just like, what do you do? It's like, how do we fix this? It's like, I think people should pick up ASL for sure. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. Okay, so the performances. Lights out. Everyone does the best job that you could possibly do in a movie. Like that, we're talking like an 11 out of 10 type of thing. Amelia Jones plays Ruby. What a great lead to follow. She's very likable. She's definitely a teenager. She definitely has a rebel type of attitude, but you can understand where she's coming from. You can understand why she doesn't want to translate for her family anymore. She wants to do her own thing. She has her own desires and her own career that she wants to like kind of go for. And if she fails, she fails, but like she wants to at least give it a chance. And you can feel that frustration. Like like she's between a rock and a hard place. And so you feel for her. And I think that's where that love for her just comes for her automatically. Her parents are amazing. played by Troy Kotzer and Marlee Matlin. These two need to be in a supporting actor and supporting actress category for awards this season. Both of them are, I think, the perfect representation of like what I think what makes like good parents. They're super goofy with one another. They love each other to death. They love their kids. And even when the serious moments come, you're like, okay, how are they going to do this? Because all we've seen is just them kind of being goofy and kind of light and everything. But they are still parents at heart. And like they still know how to communicate with their kids when they're feeling bad or feeling sad or whatever. They know how to comfort their children. And there's two scenes in particular that got me, and both of them involve her parents. The truck scene with her dad was probably the one that killed me emotionally. Just watch it, you know what I'm talking about. But that's like the first time I really felt like she genuinely connected with her dad on a deeper level. It got me. And the one with her mom, just, I don't think this is spoilers, but like, her mom was saying like she was hoping that she would be deaf so she could communicate with her and not feel like she is what am I trying to say? Like she's not she was thinking she was hoping that her daughter would be deaf, because if she wasn't, she didn't feel like she could connect with her. That also got me, because I would get that frustration. Like if I was deaf, like, and my kids could speak and everything, like how do you communicate with them? Like I get that. And so that really got me as well. So, and then her brother in the film, just like kind of a big loving, goofball. They have a lot of fun with each other. And there's even a lot of stuff that he has a hard time dealing with, and you feel for him too. So once again, you just like automatically just love them. And the brother does a fantastic job as well, Daniel Durant. All the other characters, all just really great accompanied characters for the story that just kind of lift everyone else up. But I think the big one, for sure, Eugenio Derbez. He plays the piano or the choir teacher. He is like the perfect foil for like the mentor type of role, the one that inspires Ruby to do something bigger in her life. And it's just a wonderful role for him, because I've only seen him in comedies. I've only seen him do slapstick stuff. Really cool to see him kind of strip back a little bit and like just kind of like be a little bit calmer and just play a genuine, just human that I like watching. Because like I said, I've only seen the goofball stuff. I've only seen like the slapsticky stuff, like I said. But like I said, it was nice to kind of see him just do something a little smaller. And I am now a bigger fan of him now. I appreciate him a lot more. But yes, everyone in their performances does a really great job in balancing, like I said, that comedy and the drama. And everyone's really funny. Their timing is impeccable. And the really just kind of like quieter scenes, the emotionally swelled scenes are just stunning, like emotionally. It's just, it's like I'm thinking about stuff right now. It just gets me. Yeah. I think my only flaw with it, wish it was longer. I wanted more of this family. They were just really fun to follow. For it being under 2 hours, it flew by just like that. And I really wanted to see more. I felt like this is the type of story and characters that I could follow for hours and never be bored of it. Guys, this is an experience. And I think just going into it, not knowing much, I think you will be emotionally wrecked like I was. I think you will want to understand ASL more. I think you will have your gears turning in your head to find out like which awards they should be nominated for. It's just, this was that type of movie where you go out and you go, that's my favorite of the year so far. I don't know what else could beat it. I said the same thing about 9 Days, though, and something did beat it, but all these great movies back to back, it's overwhelming for sure. But CODA is something that I think everyone will love, and it's going to be very, 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 very hard to hate it. So that is my review of CODA. Please check it out. It is on Apple TV Plus if you have that subscription. If not, take that login from someone. I think it's worth it. So yeah, let me know down below what you thought of CODA. And yeah, just let me know. So whether you loved it, hated it, all that stuff. But that will do it for this review. I am Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.